Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I'm Larry the Lion. This is my podcast. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're all having a great day, Sub 2 fam. Um, oh, I am. uh, shoot. Last night, anybody want a Mustang? I found a Mustang that they want to sell. I had one guy passing already. He said it's too expensive. They said they wanted 20,000. He said you'd have to get it at like 13 though. So, um, but I find a lot of cars like out there. I also got another guy. He said he's got 6 cars for sale. So, anyways, happy Friday. Um, I think I'm gonna pass on that house in Scottsdale. Um, it's just really super tight. Unless they, I could do 1.3 million on it, and then there would be enough room. Because it would be just because they're only going to give like 75% of the appraisal value. Might be enough to pay off the loan from the private money lender, but like I said, it'd be super, super, super tight. It's a nice house, but it needs a lot of work. And if the pool was new, yeah, I'd jump on it. But that pool is not new. It might have leaks in it. Might have to do a bubble coat on it or something, or what they call that shit. But yeah, it's a nice house, but I don't know. I'll make that decision after I have a team meeting with Tigger, Tiffany, and Andrew today. Andrew Hasser, Sub 2 student. My boss came out, the owner of the company, last night. He was like, something's changed in you. He goes, the Larry before the holidays was better. What changed was I got the car, and I was overwhelmed with it. People calling me, going to all these places with Tigger, Pace, and Golden Ticket, Closers Octagon, Super Bowl. So, and I flew out to WealthCon in Vegas right after I got the car. So, yeah, but it's still a rough time of year to be doing solar because their bills aren't high, so they're not feeling any pain. They're like, oh, my bill's only like $100 right now. Yeah, but in the summer it's going to be 400, 500, but they're not feeling that. So it's really hard to get appointments. But David came out last night, and I mean, he's really really freaking good. And I told him, I said, because I was doing what the other guy told me too. Basically, I was just verbatim. Again though, my main focus isn't, or he's like, and he was like, whatever you're doing, multi-level marketing or something. So he already think he's like one of those, and I didn't even try explaining Sub 2 or any of that stuff to him. I just listened to him, let him, teach me how to door knock solar better. And it was really good. So, I mean, as long as I'm keeping doing it, because he said he was going to drop me down to $20 an hour. And I was out of clothes yesterday. I didn't get paid till yesterday. And my sweatpants the other night had a little rip in it. So I was like, yeah. He noticed it. It was the first thing. I'm like, fuck me. But David's really good. I posted a video of him. I told him, I said, you need to make content, with the way you sell, the way you talk. He goes, you should be all the people that you bring on to Door Knock Solar. You should watch this video that, I told him I'd make it. He did 2 more, but I made one with captions for him.
Hey, my name is David. You're inspecting this. I'll be very quick out of your way. It's my first week, so please take it easy on me. SRP bills are really high, $400 normal. SRP has a program, you pay nothing. We do the installation in the attic to lower your electrical bill, and you pay nothing. We have $50 a month for solar available. You get a $20,000 tax credit from the government, and we upgrade the electrical panel. Would that help your family? No. They always say no. So the answer is no, I'm not interested in anything I just said. So if, is $50 better than the $400 you're paying right now for electricity? Yeah, that's better. If the government gave you a $20,000 tax credit and you could pay off your credit card bills, fix your car, would that help you? Some people.
Yeah, so that's what he did, and he got like 5 appointments, like really not really quick, but yeah, that's why he owns the company and he sells the solar. He's one of the people that shows up to when there is an appointment. So I get it, and I can always do better. How you do everything is how you do how you do anything is how you do everything, or vice versa. How you do everything is how you do anything. Um, so yeah, he's right. I can do better, but I also didn't have his training though either. I was going on very limited branded training. Um, it's just if I'm going to do it, I should do it better. That's what it comes down to. And I was grateful for him showing me that. Hey Ryan, good morning. So, with that being said, though, I also have like 150 leads that finally Andrew's going to help me with skip tracing the what you might call it the vacant properties, um, and we'll have to either call, send mailers, whatever. I got to go back. See, I need more time just to go back and hit the houses again that said they wanted to sell, like in 2-3 months. It's been 2 or 3 months since I sent those. So go back over there and knock those. But I need somebody to come with me to speak Spanish. There's another sub 2 student. Her name's Chanel. She came out here from California. She wants to go door knocking with me too. Like I'm thinking, I want to get some flyers from like Eddie Marin and Tyler Townsley, Bash Brothers. They have a bunch of raps, and I know that's my worst. That's my fucking worst thing. I suck at the follow up game. I'm great at starting contact, and I just get overwhelmed a lot. I know I'm not supposed to say that. I tell myself don't speak that shit into existence. But hey, Melanie, happy Friday to you. Yeah, don't be careful what you're saying with your words too, because that shit really does speak. Things come into existence. When you say those words over and over, you can bring on good things. You can bring on bad things. If you're constantly saying I'm fat, you're always gonna be fat. It's one hard thing because I'm like I'm fat, but healthy and strong, powerful. Replace those words. Instead of saying I'm overwhelmed, say I'm in control. I'm in control. Um, and it does matter because, and especially like your morning affirmations and stuff, you need to do those as soon as you can. Get them into your subconscious because there's like a 20-minute window from when you wake up where your subconscious is like actively listening. Like the one thing that the best new habit that I've developed is wake up, go jump in a cold shower. It's brutal, but you get used to it though. The first couple days, week, it's cold as fuck. But I did learn to turn the heater on, like full blast, when I get out of the shower. But yeah, cold shower, really nice. And if you take a shower the night before you go to sleep, you'll really technically clean. So because like my shower in this apartment, it stays cold, but then it gets like warm, it never really gets hot. And I told him, and I said, I'm cool. Don't come in and mess with it. Whatever. I don't even take a hot shower. The sink's hot, but you're putting them outside water heaters, on demand water heaters. But it's cold as fuck. I don't think it's going to be as cold as it gets hotter out throughout the day and night here in Arizona. But it is cold. But I would like to get one of them ice baths, or eventually a cryo chamber like Abraham has. That's so dope. That's the dream. I don't dream about Ferraris anymore. I dream about cryo chambers and shit like that. And, but yeah, the house in Scottsdale, I don't know. I really wanted to. I can't force it. Even Bo said just pass on that. It's probably not. It's not a deal. It's too tight. I mean, it could work if you're an experienced flipper, which I'm not. I have zero. But I mean, I have people that are around that can help me. But then the what if problem? What if that pool needs fucking fixing? Um, it needs. It's a lot of work. You're taking over somebody else what they started. You could bring in a new contractor in to finish or fix problems the other contractor did or didn't fix it. So it's just yeah. If they, I'll tell Brandon today. I'll say, look, I can't do 1.46. I can do 1.3 million, and if he says just 1.3, then I'll do it, because then there's enough margin and spread there to take the risk at 1.3 million. And I have somebody that'll fund it, but they'll fund it right now at 1.46. But again, it's just I've never done a fix and flip, especially not a $2 million one. So yeah, I'll just tell them 1.3 million, and that's my best and final offer. It'll probably get turned down, but yeah, I yeah, I don't want to mess up. If I get 1.46, it's just too tight because the comps are showing 1.8, 1.5, not 2 million like they said. And I said, Brandon, I said, I need to see those comps. Show me $2 million comps. No response. So I think that's their dream comp. They don't have any comps actually to support 2 million on that house. And again, there's the pool issue. The rest of the house, it can be fixed and built and whatever, but that pool, don't have to mess with that. You'd probably, it's got some water in it, but Stephanie Trotta told me, she said it was like $40,000 to get that pool in, and then that would cut into my waterfall budget. And what Ryan say? I've done a rehab for an investor recently. He bought another investor's failure, ultimately failing from the start. No permits were pulled prior for the work done previously, causing the job to get shut down for filing. Ultimately, he lost 50K. Okay, yeah, because that was the same thing with this property in Scottsdale, Ryan. They didn't have permits. They got red flagged, and then their contractor walked off, wouldn't finish the job. That's their story. Don't know the true story, whatever. But yeah, they got red flag. Didn't have the permits. They have the permits now, and then they have the I'm not a robot. What the hell? Instagram stopped my live feed. It says, we've noticed unusual activity from your account and temporarily restricted certain actions. Follow the next steps to remove the restrictions on your account. What? I was doing a live feed on Instagram and it cut it off too. That's so weird. I guess the Instagram live feed's over. Reload the page, something went wrong. That's weird. Instagram's not even opening now. Oh, there it goes. Let me see if I can re-add the stream. Oh, it's still going. There we go. It was weird. They said there was unusual activity on my Instagram. But yeah, so Ryan, where are you at? In what part of the country are you? Are you let's see. You've been doing fix and flips? And I'm gonna talk to Tigger and Tiffany and Andrew, or even Andrew today. Oh, you're in Houston? What part of Houston? I used to live in Champion Forest, FM 1960, up by Willowbrook Mall. I worked at the Outback Steakhouse on 45 there in 1960. And then there was one in Champion Forest. I think they closed it. Oh, you're over in Cypress? Right on. I also lived in Spring, right on Kirkendall in 1960. But when I was working at the Olive Garden in Willowbrook, Farrah Fawcett came in with her mom and dad, and I got her at my table, but I didn't let anybody bother her. And she was like 60 something at the time. It was a few years before she died, uh, but she still looked good as fuck. And so the next time she came in, requested me as her server. So I waited on Farrah Fawcett twice at the Olive Garden in Willowbrook in Houston there. Her mom and dad actually lived 2 blocks over from me, and I saw her at the gas station one night, right? So this is one of my claims to fame, my 15 minutes. It There's Manny. So I'm at the gas station night, and I pull in there, and she's there buying 2 tall boys, 24-ounce tall boys, and 2 Snickers bars, big Snickers bars. I'm like, really, Farrah? Is this how you stay looking good? 24-ounce tall boys and Snickers bars. She like, well, the girl's got to have her stuff, you know. So that was my Farrah Fawcett story. Pretty cool. I waited on a lot of celebrities when I was waiting tables over the years. I waited on Scottie Pippen. I waited on just on the Bulls players alone, on the where I worked at an Outback Steakhouse in the South Side of Chicago. I had Randy Brown. Um, what's his name? Ron Harper, Bill Wennington, and there was Scottie Pippen, and I forgot who came with him. It was like a trainer or something. Um, and Jordan, he used to go to the Trump Casino when they had a riverboat in Chicago. Every night after a Sunday night game, Jordan would be there, bringing like Barkley with him. Whoever was in town playing the Bulls, you know, like Patrick Ewing, I saw there, Charles Oakley. It was really cool. So I've met a lot of celebrities over the years. I don't get starstruck with them either. You know, I'm like let me get a picture, and the only person I do that with is Pace. It's like, let me get a picture with you, Pace, every time. So, but that's different, and it's not starstruck. It's just memories for me, more than anything else. Is I take those pictures. I post them, but anything I post is just for me, really. If you like it, great. If you don't, you don't. Whatever. But I post those because I think, for whatever reason, they're humorous or something I want to remember. Or maybe in 50 years from now, I'm sitting there scrolling through all my archives of Instagram, looking back on my history. But like, yeah, like Manny says, I need a GC to walk it. He's doing projects in PB, might be close. Manny, if you can get a GC to walk it tomorrow morning, I can be available at like 7 a.m. whatever, 6. However early. I just like just to have a set of eyes. I do have the blueprints. If you want me to email you the blueprints, Manny, I'll send them over to you. Because but I have some of my own ideas. Like I want to, put a waterfall in the backyard on that pool, and I want to get the tiny home back in the corner. I was reading about boxables last night. Um, boxables, apparently, it's Elon Musk sponsored, you know, tiny homes, but there's like 170,000 people on a waiting list for them, and they're not getting any answers when they're going to get theirs. Um, that's something I'd like to do one day, like in the future. My grand, crazy dreams is produce tiny homes like that or something. But the important thing, and I caught it in the conversation, Will, is that Elon Musk is buying like all kinds of different tiny homes and little stuff for people in Boca Chica that are going to be working at SpaceX, which was one of my original dreams, visions, is to be a developer, build multifamily, especially in Texas where Boca Chica is, to get to Mars. Because if you know anything about me, I want to go to Mars one day. That's my end game in life, is to go to Mars. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to keep dreaming and keep working towards it. Just like I didn't know how I was going to do any of this. I just trusted God in this community, and got me to where I'm sitting here talking to people. Crazy. But anyways, I got to quit saying work on. There's little things I'm picking up I need to work on. I need to work on shit every day though. But thanks for joining me. I just want to be consistent here. I said I was going to get back doing this on a more consistent basis. And thank you. Have a great day. Manny, I'll send you I'll call you in a minute. Peace.